Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan. Kind of a different thing because I'm actually in the middle of streaming at the very same time. I'm actually joined by Discourse Miniatures.
Hello there.
Because we're streaming a little bit of Dark Tide, so if you want to come there, you know, to twitch.tv/Great Book of Grudges. But we have Old World news! 8 months! 8 months! 8 freaking months! But we finally have Old World news! And I'm probably peaking, so I'm going to turn my microphone a little bit lower. Not a lot of stuff. We've got some new artwork, you know, really cool looking Bretonnian archer. We've got a, and my frames are going to be dropping here for sure because the game's on the background. We've got some Khemri stuff because they've actually confirmed Bretonnia, Orcs, and Tomb Kings, which, you know, new artwork, which is always really nice because I don't think Bretonnia had new art since like 98.
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. I think Total War Warhammer 3 is like the last time that we saw new art for Bretonnia.
Yeah. And like it's so cool. That new night art is so cool. But Eon with the black and red just looks really, really cool. It's just stunning. The Orc boy is just I love a big hog.
It looks like the type of art that could be thrown on the front of a box. Sold at a store somewhere, perhaps.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then we got a new map, which is just, it's very low quality because GW puts like the lowest quality possible. But this is just massive. This is just freaking massive. Oh, it's so good. But the most important thing that we need to know is that we're getting news next year for the 40th anniversary of Warhammer Fantasy. Right. I'm not going to keep this video long because I've been screaming. If you want to hear me scream, come watch the stream. I can't believe it. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be next year?
I'm skeptical that it's going to be next year. I think it's probably going to be another year or two. I think the news for Warhammer Fantasy has been so slow, and I think that they would have been ramping it up a little bit more. But maybe at the latter half. I'm just convinced the 40K is next year.
Honestly,
and I'm scared. Do you think they can do both in the same year?
I think so. I honestly think that they were planning to do it next year, but when Warhammer 3 had such a bad launch, then they decided let's keep quiet until Warhammer 3 does better. And now it's doing better. Conveniently, they started doing news again.
That's fair. I mean, I'm not too sure whether or not Games Workshop tracks the success or failure of Total War Warhammer too much.
I think they're banking on it. I think the only reason why we're getting Old World is because of Total War Warhammer.
Oh, 100%. Like, don't get me wrong, because I think there's more people playing Total War Warhammer than there are people who have ever played Warhammer Fantasy at the minute, like, for sure. But I feel like Games Workshop as a company moved pretty relatively slowly. So I think that I don't know whether or not their news cycle or their PR really is taking into account like the success or failures of Total War Warhammer 3. I think that the train's rolling now and they're on their way somewhere.
I've just realized the map is actually a bit larger in the Darklands area, so I think Chaos Dwarfs will be next.
Yeah. Well, we have to see the God, what are they called? The one over in the east.
Cathay.
Yeah, we have to see Cathay, right?
We saw a little bit of the map.
Did we?
Yeah, that was...
Actually, I don't think I've seen that.
They confirmed Cathay 4 months after we already had Cathay.
Okay, well, let's get a little bit excited here. Okay, because the maps have been like zooming out. What if it keeps zooming out?
Yeah, no, I
keep going.
I have a feeling that the map is done because like the person they've got painting it is Louise Sugden. So I have a feeling that they've just gone like the map is fully done now because she paints incredibly quick. And like they've just gone development time and just like used some Photoshop to get rid of the icons and then just start adding them in because that just is the only thing that makes sense to me.
There's a lot of icons. Yeah. There's a lot of icons on this map.
Is that the... Yeah, that's the Blood Keep. Yeah, there's a lot of dwarf ones and they haven't really confirmed dwarfs just yet.
Oh, I think dwarfs are going to be in there, no doubt.
Oh yeah, because this is right after the War of the Beard, isn't it? No,
is it that early?
No.
The War of the Beard would be before the Empire.
Yeah. No, this is a different war I'm thinking of. But I know that. Sunderland is still here. Oh, that means Gorbad Ironclaw because he destroys Sutherland. Oh, this is so cool.
So I don't know too much about the actual time period that this is set in. Like, I know that it's straight a Civil War before, but I don't know anything about the context of that time period.
Yeah, no, we just know nothing just yet. But no, yeah, no. I just wanted to let everyone know for the news. I guess we'll call it here. But like this, I'm so happy.
Just give me Beastman and I'll be happy. Give me some Beastman.
I imagine that they'll get announced around the time that Wood Elves do, because Morga was around during this time.
Well, if they stick with the Warhammer Fantasy, like the old roster of armies, and then add in more stuff, that would be absolutely insane.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I can't wait.
Hey, Nathan, this is Cody Bonds. I saw you talking about the old world map that just popped up. Can I jump in with you guys to talk about this?
Yeah. We're actually just recording right now. How you doing?
I was watching you on Twitch, and I was like, I know where he's recording right now. I want to see if I can hear him.
Guys, welcome Cody Bonds.
Hi there. Yeah, so you guys are talking about Wood Elves and stuff like that coming in.
Yeah.
Is it possible we'll have the exact same legendary characters from Warhammer Fantasy still being there for the Wood Elves?
They're alive, yeah. They're alive, yeah. Every elf, only one elf is relatively young from the current elves that we know, and that's Shadowblade. Only Shadowblade's like 200 years old. All the others are like well into that stuff. So we're going to see Orion, we're going to see Ariel, mainly because obviously they are their avatars of their gods. Durfu's going to be around because he was there from the beginning. We're going to see loads and loads of characters.
Oh, hell yeah.
What's interesting is that the orcs and the goblins have different icons, so I'm assuming supplements are going to come into play.
Oh, it's Games
is it
Workshop.
possible to sort of break them into their own army books? I mean, they can already play so drastically differently. Would that be possible?
Yeah, like I've had a feeling that we're going to get some sort of supplements like to distinguish the armies, because it would make sense. Like everyone remembers Storm of Chaos, like that was just amazing.
Well, my suspicion is they're going to follow a very similar model as the Horus Heresy. I think we're going to see an index at the beginning. For maybe like, the Empire might have an index, maybe even humanity. So you might have Bertonia in the same big book, and then things will get more granular as it goes along, and they sort of test the waters of how successful the range is.
This map is stunning. Look, there's the Beastman icons are there, just like small mode.
Oh yeah, I see them.
It's all over the Drakworld.
So what's up with that giant continent of Estalia and all down there? I mean, with no Bretonia on it either. I mean, is there a possibility we might see them as their own separate faction as well?
If you look down to the what's it called, the Border Prince territories, there are individual icons which are Estalian, Talian, and Arabian too, like their own official icons. So that actually separates them to different races.
That is really exciting. That is so exciting.
What's that eye? Do you see it?
Oh yeah, at the
next
the
to
dragon. Yeah. Oh, that's a Beastman. I think that's a Beastman thing, or like isn't there like a fortress over there?
It should be. No, it's actually where the Middle Mountains are. So,
It looks chaosy to me.
Yeah.
It looks kind of chaosy. Which I wonder, is that how they're going to get a little bit of chaos forces kind of mixed up in the Civil War?
This is interesting. This is really, really interesting.
And we're not going to see vampire counts, right? Because this is before the Vampire Wars.
No, we've already got a vampire count logo there too. Down there.
Well, that's Sylvania, but has
that's the Bloodkeep.
Or Vlad? Vlad taken over?
Actually, wait, no, that's not the Bloodkeep. That is Sylvania. Yeah, that's Sylvania. Vlad is in charge during this period.
Okay, cool, good. Because I love my vampire counts.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god! Like, wow! I actually think this is worth the 8-month wait.
A picture of a chariot with some Tomb Kings in it.
It was a pretty picture.
Honestly, though, I'm
Bretonia
surprised.
guy. I was so excited to finally see some Bretonia.
Yeah.
Of course, they look exactly like they always have. It's a stinking peasant, but what do you want? It's Bretonia.
I think that the Tomb King chariot is honestly probably the most exciting for me, because I wasn't expecting Tomb Kings to come in at all. To be honest, I thought it was going to be very old world focused.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see some of the Tomb Kings show up.
It's It's funny, you were mentioning earlier how much Total War probably influenced the bringing back of Warhammer Fantasy. Do you think that it's possible we're going to see like an old world sort of saga game where it's just this portion of the map again?
Oh, damn, a saga game.
No, because Cafe was already confirmed. Cafe was confirmed a while ago. Ooh! Norska was detailed a lot more. Norska's been fully detailed.
Was it?
Yeah, look. It's
Oh, you mean like on the map itself?
Yeah.
It's been drawn out. Yeah. There's some big gaps on this map. Norska, I think, is probably going to get filled in.
Oh, a Norska army book would be great. And it would help Total War too.
Yeah.
Yeah, immensely. Total War definitely feels a bit like sort of reskinned Chaos Light.
Yeah. This is so... Dude, that is so cool. Like, Norska looks amazing. Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that looks like it needs to be filled in.
Yeah.
For sure. With a bunch of images for different factions, different clans.
Yeah, I mean, we already have a hint of Norse dwarfs because you can see iconography there, and they are actually mentioned on the map in if you go where they're calling all the different tribes next to the Sals is Norse dwarfs on the right,
Oh.
and they were an army back in fourth.
You talking about Chaos Dwarves or just Norse?
Norse dwarfs. They were actually very different because they were more shamanistic than runic.
Oh.
That is so
I didn't know about those guys at all.
Yeah.
I wish that the map was in higher definition.
Yeah,
For real.
It's horrible. It's like what 1,500.
Yeah. Like I can't even make out some of the sigils.
This is
Here,
so
let me run
great.
it through a resizer, and I'll send it over to you guys.
This is so cool.
Enhance.
I think this is going to be. I think this. Oh, I just realized Reichland's colors are yellow and black. Interesting.
Why is that?
Could have been the emperor at the time. Because
Yeah. I mean, did they take red for France? I didn't think so. I always thought Reichland already had that color scheme.
yeah, Reichland was like in the 8th edition timeline is red and white with red and blue being the Altdorf color scheme. I've not noticed that change before. This is really, really interesting. I'm actually like this is really hype worthy. I'm actually really, really happy about this.
I'm just excited to start 4 different Empire armies. Can't wait for that.
Wait,
Because I will.
Sterland, I can't make it up, but is that not the icon of Moor?
No, that's the icon of Ostermark, is it not?
No, it's the undead dude, isn't it? I can't see.
Yeah, it's the Moor. Yeah, it's a Moor sigil. Yeah.
Interesting.
In fact, they all don't they? Because Talbot land, I can just barely make out like a face, like a green lion.
Yeah, because in Talabeclan that's for because in Talabeclan
Tal.
Yeah, Tal.
Yeah.
But there was supposed to be 3 main contenders, and then randomly Marienburg decides, oh no, we want to play too.
Hey, fair play to Marienburg. Get in there, you council of burgers.
This is so cool. I'm hyped up about the Norska thing. The map is like the Badlands has been fleshed out a little bit too. We're not seeing any Skaven sigils, which is a shame.
At the bottom right, are they tomb killing sigils? I wonder if that's as far south as we're gonna go.
No, we're going to go all the way down to south, because Cetra is a big contender during this period. In this period, he goes up to give the Norskans one for all. Like, he gives them a good...
Exactly, though. So if, like, we don't necessarily have to see the Southlands for a Cetra army to be in the game, if you get me.
Yeah, but, like, with the Araby logo, like, I have a feeling we're going to see the whole world. Because, like, we've already got, like, High Elf sigils here, and we've already got, like, Cafe. So if they just can't just do like, a little rectangle of a map. It has to be the full world.
But could it be similar to sort of, like, the expeditions? Like...
No. I won't be happy without a full world. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair, but I'm just saying, because there's a big High Elf boat in the Great Ocean there, and then the sigil of the High Elves. So could that be where they're sort of making landing, like at the north tip of Estalia?
I don't know. Thing is, you have to keep in. Apparently, the Tomb Kings have colonies in the Northern Badlands. Yeah, they do. Because Cetra's empire actually expanded really, really heavily. But we have to keep into account that near Brion there is a high elf city.
Mm-hmm.
So because they did have colonies like throughout a lot of the known world, so it's perfectly fine. Like
That's where a lot of human cities were built, on top of the ruins of High Elves.
Exactly. One thing which I do find quite interesting is that they did move Albion a little bit further to the left.
Yeah, I noticed that myself. I actually thought it wasn't on the map at all, but then I just caught the edge of the coastline.
Yeah, which would be the Citadel of Lead. That's all we can see here.
I wasn't entirely sure it was Albion at all. The way it was positioned right there is so proud to see, but it also seems to be bigger than I see in a lot of maps.
Yeah, like it looks bigger, and it kind of makes sense because like they could easily repackage the rule set, updated of course, for Shadows of Albion, and it will sell because that was like by far one of the best rule sets for like mini campaigns. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, you are right. Estalia is bigger. The country looks bigger. Which I'm really hoping that little island there, that little peninsula. You see that little peninsula on the left-hand corner?
Yeah.
I hope that's just like Warhammer Gibraltar and they can make me in there. This is so cool.
It'll be interesting to see whether or not they flesh out Estalia. Is that a dark elf shield in the far south? There's Paramunder Hill.
Far south.
Like purple.
No, that is a principality of that's a principality of Talia. Because it was actually named Talian. Because that one, the one that's next to it is a stallion, and the one that has like the Arabic castle, that's an Arabic logo.
So are we going to see, like, I would love to see some Arabic. Like, I'd love to see an updated Arabic miniatures. Like, I think that would be incredible.
Interesting. The Sutherland logo is very differently designed to all the other Empire ones. It doesn't have the same crest styling.
They have a little bit of a variation in all their styles, do they not?
A little bit, but Sutherland is a big point because Sutherland gets destroyed. Sutherland was also called Solland, if anyone's getting confused listening to this. So there's a little bit of thing there. Man, this is so hype worthy. I am just absolutely over the moon right now.
Can I just say, I'm so glad they've decided to focus in on an Empire Civil War.
Yeah.
Like, that is, I'm all about that. I'm so excited for that, because one of the things that made fantasy so different from Age of Sigmar to me was this focus on politics.
Yeah.
And on the lived realities of the world. And I think a big civil war between the Empire is just, it's super hype for me. I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait to see how they do it.
Well, we actually get quite a bit with this because you have to take into account that during this time period, it's Asavar Kul as the Everchosen, right? So, like, this is going to be an insane thing. It's not going to be plot armor like we had with Archaon. Like, we're going to actually have someone who is going down and trying to do as much harm as possible.
Whilst the Empire is divided. It's a really cool setup.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. I love it.
This is insane. Honestly. Oh, I'm so happy. I am honestly so happy. This is big, really big hype. This is so big hype. I'm gonna...
Get your Beastman ready. Get your Beastman going.
They're almost done. I actually just have to finish basing them.
Well, time to up the millimeters on the size of the bases.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to stop the recording so we can actually get back to streaming. Because everyone must feel like super ignored. I'm really sorry, guys, but you have no idea how much this means to me. Yeah.